Let me give you guys a little tour. That's the house, and that one is the old house that was here when they bought the land. Those over there, they are all neighbors. They don't belong to my in-laws, basically. So this is the house, and I'm not sure exactly, but the border supposedly is somewhere here. I don't know, I can't tell you. How old is the house? Well, I'm not quite sure, but I think my wife was a teenager when they bought it, when they bought the land and built the house. So I am guessing 15 years. Very Japanese. Ow. So I just opened the door from the inside, so don't think that the door is always open. And we take our shoes off. Very Japanese, old school kotatsu. That is a very interesting table. For those of you who have no idea what this kind of table is, basically you have a table and you have this kind of thingy here on the top. That whole thing here goes on the floor, so you have this big blanket under it, and if I turn it around, there's a fan underneath it, so you can see you can plug this into a wall and it's kind of like a heater. So the whole house or this room is probably fairly cold in winter, and you can sit on the floor. Japanese mostly sit on the floor in the living room. That couch is, I don't know, for granny and for the fat Gaijin son-in-law. There's a little upstairs. I just walked in here, turn all the lights on so you can see better when I walk in here. This is a typical tatami room. This is our bedroom. You've got the very old school paper sliding thingies, blinds maybe. This is actually paper. You can like take it off and change the paper every few years when it gets dirty, or you have kids and they like poke holes in them, or a stupid Gaijin son-in-law in my in-laws' house. I was like, oh cool, what's that? And then I put a hole in it, and they were all laughing. So this doesn't seem to be a very big deal. So yeah, glass, and then oh look at that, it's the bike. So let us open this properly. Let some sun in, I almost said. Let some air in. And this rope here is because you sleep on the floor, right? So you can turn the light off at night without getting up and getting the switch over here. So my first apartment had a room like this, and my apartment now has a similar room like this. But basically what you do is you fold up the futon in the morning, and then you slide it down here, close the door, and the room is empty, and then you can put a table there and, I don't know, have a computer desk study kind of thing. They don't usually use beds, right? So Japanese old school, they don't have beds, they don't sleep on mattresses. I think my in-laws still sleep on futon. Let's have a look over here. Let's close the visor for the ugly face. Hello! Toilet, yeah, you don't need to see. The bathroom is also very Japanese. You notice, we don't need the fan. You notice that the mirror is fairly down, and you've got this kind of plastic. That's actually a chair. So in Japan, traditionally speaking, Japanese sit on the floor, well, sit on that bucket thingy when they take a shower. So when they basically wash themselves, you wash yourself before you go in the tub. So that can actually go down here. You sit on the floor, you don't stand like we do, kind of. This is a much nicer bathroom than I have in my apartment. and this whole fully, I don't know, electric bathtub. Maybe I can show you later. Ah, it's getting warm in the helmet. Let's have a look upstairs. Of course, there isn't a lot of furniture here, right? The TV is like forever old. I would like to put a desk here. Put a desk here, chair, computer, do my editing here. I'd like to come in summer, like pretty much almost every week, and just go home to work on the weekend. Little fan, and on top of the kind of bedroom, you have an extra room. You can see this flooring here. Same deal again. Futon, spare futon. Put it on the floor. This is a bit harder. And you've got the upstairs. And once again, we can let some air in now that I'm here. I believe. Oh, look at that! There's a motorcycle. I believe that my wife's grandmother came here and did some cleaning. Boing. So yeah, this is the house. It's pretty much empty all year round. We come here like 2-3 times a year maybe. My parents-in-law almost never. My father-in-law likes to hike, and sometimes he comes here, puts the car, sleeps, next day goes hiking and goes home. So they don't spend too much time here. They were thinking about renting it out to friends and stuff, but my mother-in-law is like, it's all gonna cost money, and they break more than they want to pay, and you know, it's a bit sad. People can't behave themselves. Other than that, you could make a little extra money. I think the main idea was my mother-in-law wanted the house here. Yeah, fucking hell. I went in here with shoes, I shouldn't have. The wife's gonna kill me. Let's destroy the evidence. So yeah, basically, this is the house. You're gonna get more vlogs in the next few days, and I hope you enjoyed the ride here. Take care, YouTube. And now I can do the whole thing again in German. Bye bye. Well, hello YouTube. Welcome to a new edition of Riding Japan. And what are you braking for? Today we are on a new adventure. We are going to the